I genuinely feel now that if I walked, I would do, well, I simply wouldn't make it, but I would potentially do lasting injury, because my feet are, they're blistered up really badly, which is one thing, but I can barely put any weight on my heels at the moment. I'm extremely, extremely doubtful that I'll walk anymore. I think that ship has sailed.
Good morning. As you can see, I am back out on the trail. I have left the hotel room. I've decided to give today a go. My feet are better, not completely better though. So things like the blisters, they're okay now, but the impact pressure from walking that last 100 Ks in the boots, that is still present. So that kind of means every step that I take, I feel that pain in my heel. Nevertheless, going to do the best that I can today and see how far I can get. I have set myself a goal of 80 kilometers, but then I know what 80 kilometers does to a pair of feet that is fresh, and mine are not fresh. So who knows how far I'll actually get today. But the good thing about the path that I'm taking today is that there are towns all the way along, kind of like checkpoints. So I'm starting in Wollongong, and then I've got townships along the way like Kiama, Shell Harbour, Jiroa, Shoalhaven, and then right down to Nowra, which is where I hopefully will get to. If I do reach Nowra, which it's a big if, that's going to be probably by about 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So yeah, it's a lot of hours of walking. And again, the forecast is rain. So yeah, another rough night if I decide to tackle that. So we'll see how we go, but you know, at this point, every little bit extra is a bonus. So I'll be happy with wherever I stop, and as I said, there's those townships that I can stop for the night if I really need to. So wish me luck. I'm just going to do the best that I can today, and we'll see how I go. So this is the benefit of the route that I'm walking today. As you can see, this is just one of the many towns along the way, Warrawong, and there's no shortage of shops, chemists, and food, etc. All the things that I might come to need throughout this journey. So yeah, no shortage of noise and trucks and cars either. There's a fair bit of footpath walking today, which has its pros and cons, but you know, doesn't matter, it is what it is. So not quite at 10 Ks yet, just short of 9, but feeling pretty good, but a long way to go yet. So, but at least knowing that I have these kind of opportunities for restock and even just comfort food along the way, that can do a lot for morale after you've been walking for a long time. Of course, once I reach the evening, a lot of these opportunities will close. So the night will still probably be the hardest part, and every day so far, the evening is when the rains really set in. So again, the night is probably going to be the hard part. But for now, I'm enjoying the walk, so I'll just keep marching my way along. about 22 k's. That's how far I got before the rains came. Thankfully it's just really light right now, but it's a bit too early in the day. The weather's a bit warm to be putting on all of my wet weather gear, and it's not quite wet enough to go to that level, so just means for now I pop out my little umbrella, which does the job. It's just a pain to carry. But I've just left Shell Harbour, as I said, about 22 k's, and had a bite to eat, and so far doing okay. Feet, you know, they're kind of protesting with every step, but nothing significant yet. So far so good, I would say. Making my way now into Kiama, and enjoying this momentary break in the rain. Above me is blue skies and a bit of sunshine, which is very nice. You can see the dark clouds ahead, so it's temporary, but I'll take it. I've just clocked over 33 k's so far today, so getting close to, I guess, the halfway mark towards Nowra. Still got a ways to go though, and sunset's coming hard and fast, so the nighttime approaches, which, as we know, is the more challenging part of this walk. So we'll see how we go. I'm just going to walk straight through Kiama. The plan is to get to about Gerringong, I think, and have dinner probably there, I think, and then it will just be a long night walk from that point on. But managing okay. Feet are very sore, like just again, still the pressure side of things. Blisters are okay. But yeah, I mean, all things considered, no major complaints. For now, give me time. Complaints will probably come. Still enjoying this little break from the rain. I don't know how much longer it's going to hold out, but yeah, every minute is a bonus. Okay, For now, continuing on to Gerringong, so a bit more walking to do before my next little pit stop. Oh yay, this again. I've just had to change my plans too. The track along the coast at Kiama is, for a portion anyway, down to Gerringong, is grass. And that grass is completely and utterly waterlogged. I just tried to give it a go, and in addition to slipping and sliding everywhere, my feet got very wet, which is not great, because now they're going to stay wet, which is going to present other problems down the line. So I have to go around this area, which is really difficult. It means basically going out to the highway. So I'm not sure if that represents much of a difference in terms of distance, but I try to avoid walking on freeways, of course. According to Google Maps, there seems to be plenty of shoulder space, even a barrier between the road and where I'll walk, so that's good, but it's not ideal. The other thing that's not ideal is whatever coldness I can feel creeping down my back. I think some water's gotten in. I better suss that out now. So I am making my way out to the coast for a second time. I got completely washed out the first time by a really heavy downpour and a portion of the track that was just soggy grass. I thought that maybe I could head out to the freeway and hug that to Gerringong, but on closer inspection there were areas of that stretch of road that it's just not enough shoulder for me to walk safely. So trying this again, and had a beautiful moment of no rain, and I can just start getting hit by rain again now. So I'm going to put the camera away and, oh God, wish me luck. So I'm currently on the Kiama coastal trail, and I really had to motivate myself to get the camera out, because this is really one of those moments where you just have to put your head down. And the reason for that is that all hopes of me staying dry are dashed. A couple of heavy downfalls of rain, and then the need to cross another creek, and with the weather the way that it is and everything, there was just simply no point taking my shoes off, so I had to just walk through. And even before that point, my feet were soaked from walking on all this grass, which right now actually isn't too bad, and even the rain has just settled a little bit, just to kind of make me sound more dramatic than what it's actually been. But it's been hectic, yeah. I tried to avoid this, like I mentioned. I simply couldn't. And then I've been fighting to stay on my feet because it's so slippery. And as I said, everything is pretty soaked now. Well, you know, kind of my knees down. So it's okay. It's not ideal for the rest of the walk. I'm okay for now. But this is a pretty long stretch too. So I don't know how long exactly, a few Ks at least of this. So I expect to get quite wet everywhere else and got to be careful not to slip over. Yeah, I did kind of know that this is what this area would be like, which is why I tried to avoid it, but no such luck. Anyway, as I said, I don't normally record these moments because I just try to get it done. But these are some of the moments that kind of make or break a walk. So I thought I should just get my butt into gear and get the camera out while the rain was settled a bit, because the rain stops me filming a lot at the moment. Anyway, that's just a quick update for now. And hopefully you could hear everything okay with this wind. Okay, bye for now. Here we are again with another water crossing. I just can't seem to avoid them. But it barely matters now. I mean, my feet are so wet and so muddy. So, yeah, I just have to do it. Doesn't look too deep, this one, which is good since the ocean's right there. But I'm going to be really careful picking my spot too. I think it's more shallow there, over there, but it's more rocky and I might slip and fall. I reckon I'm going to go a little higher. Doesn't really matter now how wet I get, so I think this might be better for my safety. So it's about halfway up my shins so far. There's a few deep spots. And hey presto, my feet are no longer muddy. Oh gosh, okay. Just keep going and try and get through this. I'm also low-key concerned that I'm going to get to the next town, Wollongong, too late for a decent dinner, which is going to suck. I mean, I have some food on me, but not exactly the kind of high-energy dinner I'm ideally looking for. Anyway, at this point, with the way that this track is and the crossings and the rain and everything, I'm pretty much just grateful for every extra kilometre I get. And of course, I'll be very grateful when I get to the end of this track and back onto some firmer ground. Although now I have very wet shoes and wet feet, and yeah, who knows how that'll pan out, but that's future Jason's problem. So when everything in Wollongong closes at 9:30, well, except for the one place that closed at 10 but stopped serving food at 8:30, this is what dinner looks like. So yeah, not amazing, but thankfully I've got some other food on me, so I won't starve. But it's not quite the warm meal I was looking forward to after the Kiama coastal track that got me completely and utterly soaked. So really, right now, my biggest challenge is just staying warm, which is kind of hard right now because it's bloody windy and I'm still quite wet. So just continuing to move. I've just clocked over 50 Ks, and yeah, I'm out of Gerringong now, heading to Jiroa, down to I think Shoalhaven, and then swing around to Nowra. That's the plan. Yeah, it's been another challenging experience so far, and it's far from over. So hopefully my spirits stay high and my feet stay good, and that's all I can really hope for at this stage. Alright, so a small update. I'm now making my way along Jiroa Road. I've left Jiroa. I'm headed down to Shoalhaven. It's pretty straightforward. I'm literally just following this road all the way, which is kind of nice. It's easy, no major surprises, but the downside is it's not ideal. As you can see, thanks to that car with a bit of their light, I'm just walking on the side of the road, and it's, you know, like this for a long time, so it's kind of boring. But you'll notice I'm walking on the right side of the road. I do that so I can see oncoming traffic rather than have it come up behind me. And when I do see it coming, I just step right off the road. This is kind of the way I did things in Tasmania as well. It just seems to be the safest way to go about it, for the most part. Never a huge fan of walking on the side of the road like this, particularly at night, but I'm fairly visible with my lights, and as I said, I can see anything coming, so not too concerned. Just yeah, I just need to keep pounding the pavement and get down to the next few stops. I don't know exactly how many Ks I've done now. I haven't looked at my watch for a little bit, but guessing maybe around 60. So getting through it. Still feeling pretty good, all things considered. I'm probably a little afraid to stop now. I feel like if I rested for a second, then I might start to find some pain creeping in. So for now, just yeah, focusing on continuing to move. And plus, the sooner I get through this dark, uninviting stretch of road, the better. So I'm making my approach into Bomaderry. I think that's the lights up there, and I'm so ready. I've done 80 Ks. And I need some food. Obviously the dinner that I had earlier was not really a dinner, so I've gotten rather hungry. And I'm just kind of hanging out now to hit Bomaderry and Nowra, which is right next to it, with the hopes that there is something open that I can get some more substantial food. Again, I still have some food left in my bag, but I'm not so hungry yet as to warrant the effort of digging it out. But I am tired of walking on this stretch of road. My God, from Gerringong to here, it's pretty much just been one road, and it's taken hours. It's just walking on the side of a road in the rain, out of the rain, in the rain, out of the rain. I mean, I'm not complaining that it was the side of the road. At least that's easier than some of the other terrain I've experienced on this walk, but it just felt so long, and it still feels long, but I am getting very close to the end. And so for now, my thoughts are just on food, getting something in my belly, and that's about it at this stage. I had started to think that this may never happen, that the idea of it was just my imagination, but I'm crossing the bridge into Eora. I'm still about 30 minutes away from quite possibly the most important stop on this walk, which is McDonald's. A 24-hour McDonald's I am going to go into, and I'm going to eat some kind of giant burger and yeah, take a breather. Nearly there now. Well, I'm a good several kilometres out of Eora now, and I haven't recorded anything because pretty much that whole walk was along the freeway, which is about as much fun as it sounds, and you can still hear it roaring away behind me. Oh, no through road, eh? That's not what I've been led to believe. Interesting. Yeah, so I just finally got the turn off. Look, it's definitely an experience to be walking by the side of a freeway where trucks are flying past at 100 kilometers per hour. Plenty of space between me and them, plenty of space, but God, the noise. They roar past so fast, so noisy, and then you get covered in this spray. So I'm really happy to be off that now. And in theory, this is kind of what I should be on now until I get to, you got it, Jervis Bay. But I'm a little concerned about that no through sign. Hopefully that's just cars. Would not be the first time I've been misled by the route that I have, or the route that I have. Anyway, see how we go. So probably just a couple hours left, all things going well, and yeah, I'm super ready to finish, but also very happy with how things have gone, and they really haven't been easy. No way at all. But I'm here, I'm still going, and I'm nearly at the end, so with a bit of luck, this will take me there. So of course I've gotten to a point and there is a no trespassing sign due to a biosecurity management plan. So now I have to go back the way I came and back out onto the freeway for another stint until I hit the next road. Fun! And just to make it a little bit better, it started raining again as well. But on the plus side, there's a whole bunch of roos out there. I saw a fox as well. So, not all bad. Okay. Gotta respect the signs. Back I go. I'm now within 30 minutes of the finish line. After that little dead end just before and having to get back onto Jervis Bay Road, which took a little time. I've been following that through and I'm nearly there. I don't have too much else to say right now because being so close to the end, I might as well wait till I finish, but I'm just trying not to ghost you right at the end. It's kind of my signature move. I get to the end of a walk and then I just don't record anything because, to be fair, so knackered. And as I said, not lots to say, so, but hey, if you've been with me all this time, you know, the least I can do is capture a little bit of the end. But also, I'm actually not, you know, I'm not crossing a finish line. I'm not reaching a specific point or monument. In fact, I'm probably going to the bus station because I need to go pick up the rental car for this weekend. And the last thing I want to do is get into my accommodation and get comfortable, because then suddenly I won't be able to walk anymore and I won't want to go anywhere. So I probably will just get straight on the bus and go back to Eora and then drive the car back to the accommodation and then unwind. So yeah, sorry, the glorious endpoint is going to be a bus stop. So there you go, not to disappoint, bus stop. And my finish line at about 112 kilometres. I am done. Feels really good to be finished. I'm going to keep this really short for now. One, because I have no energy, and two, because it's a busy spot. But very glad to be done. I don't have anything else to say. I'm just glad to be done. Yeah, I will probably gather my thoughts a little bit later, and there's lots of things that happened on the walk that I haven't really shared yet as well, so there are some stories. But for now, I'm done. I'm finished. Rest time.